Hey guys, Shadowcat Gaming here, and today we have a mod showcase. We got this fancy little area. Alright, so today we are reviewing Project Superhuman. I think that's what it's called. Let me check. Alright, so let's get right into yep, it's Project Superhuman. So yeah. So today we're going over Marvel characters, which is the X-Men, the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, all the Spider-Man, and I don't even know. So let's start out with either the X-Men or Avengers. Let's go with Avengers. Alright, so first things off, I've arranged them from like most powerful to least powerful, even though I kind of disagree with some of your opinions. But whatever. So I guess we should probably start off with Miss Marvel. I put her over here because she's tier 1 and she's not even cool enough to be along with the other Avengers. Oh, and I should probably also say that, well, first of all, if you pay attention to the middle here, you get points every time you kill something. And if you see here, the blind bag, you get these when you, I think it's either get a certain amount of points or you kill mobs. So one or the other. But the more you kill mobs and stuff, the more of these you will get. And this is how you get some of the armor and stuff. So let's go back home. And let's go to the town to see if we have any superpowers. Does, like, see, okay, so there's 3 buttons. For your powers, mine are different. So I have T, G, and V. So let's press T. It gives you strength 4. Holy crap, that would have been useful to fight things. The next one is G. What? Yes, you have the ability to turn into a couch. This is. Oh my gosh. Okay, how do I get out? Do I press it? Oh, what? Wait, what? Why is my hand big? But it's not big here. This is alright. So apparently that's what the strength must be. You get a big hand, and all of a sudden you're really strong. So let's degrow our hand. Alright. So now the last button does nothing. Alright. Now for the next player. Let's go over Black Widow. Alright, so starting her off, holy crap, you immediately get speed 2, haste, strength, step assist, jump boost 2, resistance 2, and acrobatics. I don't know what acrobatics means, but I know as step assist means that you can run up blocks. So first of all, I want to test out what special power she has. So let's press T. Oh, okay, she has like a grappling hook feature. That's awesome. You can like jump from building to building. That's sick. I feel like that's something SpiderMan would do, but whatever. And then G, that just lets you fall on the ground because I jumped off a building. I probably shouldn't have jumped off a building expecting for something to change. Alright, so it looks like T is her main thing where she can just grapple onto buildings and just be awesome. Okay. What? Alright. If you're a fan of Attack on Titan, you might like this character. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, you can run around fast. Let's go to the obstacle course and check her out. So, basically, we have the 1 block jumps, which is, like, speed 1, I think. And then we have speed... Oh, this has step assist, so it doesn't even matter. We just run over this. Alright, so now let's test her jump boost. Yep, we can jump there. I want to see if we can jump to the 3 block. We cannot jump to the 3 block. So, it looks like it's about 2.5, probably. Yeah, 2.5 for the jump boost 2. So, with... Holy crap, with Captain America, you immediately get speed 3, haste, strength, step assist, jump boost 2, regeneration, and resistance 3. And you got Captain America's shield. And so let's go to the... I feel like the town is always the first thing we should do. Alright, so I'm assuming we could throw it. Yes, we can. And it just bounces everywhere until it comes back to you. So, wow! That's awesome. That is, like, actually amazing. Oh, I killed him. He's dead. Dang. Wow, this is very... It just does 1 attack damage, but it's so... I'm a murderer! No! Okay, let's just run. And let's see if we have any special stuff. Press T, press G, press V. Nothing's happening. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Captain America really just has a shield and awesome fighting skills, and that's about it. But, hey, nonetheless, he's an awesome superhero. Mother trucking Iron Man. I'm excited to see. A lot of these characters actually can fly if you use the thing. So, off the bat, we get speed, strength, step assist, jump boost 2, might, whatever that is, resistance 3, and water breathing. So let's go test this out in the town. I didn't even go to the arena with Captain America, but we saw how awesome his shield is, and we can just imagine how much damage he would be able to do. All right, so now we're Iron Man. It looks like I don't know how much speed he has. I think it's just speed 1, because I know once you go past a certain number, it's like it just stops telling you what number it is. So let's press T. Yep, you can fly. You can definitely fly as Iron Man, and I'm not even pressing anything. I'm just looking around, and it'll head in that direction. So if you look down, he'll go down. If you look up, he'll go up. Nope. once you start, you have to jump up, press the button, and then wherever you look is where you'll go. That looks like Repulsor Blast. Yeah. So it looks like the first time you press it, it loads up, and then the second time you press it, bam! Dead. Not even dead. Oh, V, you get to zoom in. That must be the Unibeam Blast. Don't do that at home, kids. It gives you... Oh, I get it. It kind of takes the power out of the suit. So it gives you slowness, weakness 3, mining fatigue, and some other stuff that's just not healthy. So watch out for that, because that's dangerous. So Spider-Man, one of my favorite characters, gives you speed 3, strength, step assist, jump boost, might, and resistance 3. And he has this cool little web shooter. So just a little picture I do. Let's go to the arena. Nope, not the arena. I meant to go to the town. Town is always the testing facility, because it's just a nice, cool little place. So first things first, let's just the web shooter. All right, you just absorb it into your skin. You can throw webs at things. Oh, and you can get them trapped in the... Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Get trapped, son. Wait, no, get trapped, son. It's a safari net. What you got? All right, so now let's press G. That's the web shooter, so it must absorb it into the suit when you put on the suit and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. You know, it's kind of like the Black Widow thing. And then let's go to V. V doesn't really do anything. Oh, is that jump boost always on? Dang, that is a really high jump boost. Like that's higher than I have. Oh, and you can walk up walls. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorites so far. But then again, he's Spider-Man. What else do you expect? So you can walk up walls. You could jump super high, higher than my obstacle course even has to offer. And you can run super fast. You can freaking safari net people. You can swing around from tree to tree. Whatever you want to do. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. All right, so moving on. Thor. Now, an interesting thing is, look, if you see Mjolnir here, if you put it into your inventory, it'll just disappear. And that is because only Thor can wield Thor's hammer. So it'll give it to you automatically once you put on Thor's armor on. But remember, Mjolnir can only be obtained when he's wearing his armor. So if you try to pick it up, I don't know what's going to happen. It's probably going to disappear, but you'll get it back if you wear Thor's armor. So automatically you get so much stuff. We get speed 3, strength, health boost, step assist, saturation 2, jump boost 2, might, regeneration 3, resistance 4, and fire resistance. Holy crap, that's a lot of stuff. Let's go to the arena with this. This is arena worthy. All right, and then you can apparently throw the hammer. That's dangerous, and it can do all sorts of stuff, and the hammer will come flying back to you. I think. Where's the hammer? Come on, bring me back the hammer. How do you get it back? I don't know. You can't get the hammer back, guys. Oh, he's carrying the hammer. That's awesome. So apparently no one can wield the hammer but zombies. Zombies can obviously wield the hammer. That's just obvious. So we got some more stuff here. What do we get this time? Let's press T. Nothing happens. G? No. And V. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. His Mjolnir is pretty much the only superpower he needs, because that's okay. Lost my hammer. Nope, just appears right back in your face. All right, let's go before we get any more confused about this guy. Let's take off Thor's armor, and you'll see that it gave you another bar of health if you notice, but it's whatever. All right, so the next Avenger, we have the Incredible Hulk. I mean, technically it's just the Hulk, but he's pretty incredible. Look at this guy. He's got freaking 2.5 bars of health. And the next thing we're going to look at, speed 3, strength, health boost, step assist, jump boost 4, might, regeneration 4, resistance 4, fire resistance, and water breathing. What? This is the okay. Mjolnir. All right, to the town. So now we got jump boost 4. We could be like, oh, jump, and we got speed 3, so we could run off the roof if we want to. That's the stuff over there, right? So let's see. If we press T, you can Hulk smash and things will die. All right, press G and press V. So no, his only thing is Hulk smash, and that'll kill a lot of things. So don't do it. Bad idea. Don't kill all the villagers, and don't do it if you're sitting around your cat, because your cat will probably die, or dog. Depends what kind of person you are. But yeah, so for one of the mightiest Avengers, apparently, I don't know. It's up there with the Hulk, so it's got to be good. I'm pretty sure this guy's an Avenger. I mean, Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, whatever. Let's go to the town before I embarrass myself not knowing enough knowledge on this. So anyways, first thing you have is speed 3, strength, health boost 2, flight, might, regeneration 4, resistance 4, and fire resistance. So we can fly. You could just double tap space, and you could just fly anywhere. And then if you press T, you shoot what? You shoot a thing. It's like a plasma ball, whatever. Power ball. You press G, nothing happens. Press V, nothing happens. But you can. Let's see how powerful these are. It looks like it will probably two-shot a villager. Yeah, two-shot a villager. Altogether, this one's a really cool one. But there's different tiers of those little bags, and depending on what one you get, you'll get like more or better things or less or not as cool things. You get the point. 100 out of 10. All right, let's go to the X-Men. One of my favorites. We'll start out low, so we'll go to Shadowcat, because Shadowcat's pretty cool too, even though she's not as cool and she's wearing a red hood because I have a red hood. All right, so town. Now, one thing that's really cool about this is Shadowcat actually can walk through walls. So let's check this out. I think this is the one. Yep, she can just walk straight through walls. You can't tell her what to do because she's just. You try to imprison her. Nope, she's just gonna leave. You can't tell her what to do. I'm curious if she can walk through obsidian. I'm not sure. But yeah, so she can do that, and then I believe if you press G, yep, she can. She makes a little path under her, so she can just keep jumping up. She makes this little walkway for herself, and that's really cool. It basically gives you flight, except not as fast. But yeah, you have speed, you have strength 2, and resistance 2. I forgot to mention that. But if you press that again, fall. And then it doesn't look like the last one does anything. But yeah, she has the ability to walk through walls, make cool dust under her feet that she can walk on in the air. That's really cool. Let's be Storm. Let's go and be Storm. We've got a Mohawk. Already 10 out of 10 IGN. We've pretty much won the game. I don't think we even need to do the rest of the mod showcase. Alright, but just for the fun of it, so we have strength 2, flight, and resistance 2, so we can fly once again. And, oh, and she just glides down, so that's cool. You can't just fall. That's cool, but it can be kind of a downside too, because if you have like a way of getting down to your mines and like you have like something that catches your fall, I guess, then that's kind of useless now because you just fall really slowly. But nonetheless, let's test out her powers. T, you can spawn lightning. Oh. He's on fire. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Actually, I did, but whatever. G does nothing. Oh, G can make it rain. Can it turn off the rain? Because if it can't turn off the rain, that's unfortunate. Please turn off the rain. V? Does V turn off the rain? It looks like V turns off the rain. All right, so this one has Nightcrawler has speed, strength 4, jump boost 2. And resistance 2, and he's got his little sword, Nightcrawler sword. Do I know what this does? In no way, shape, or form. It's just kind of a sword. I guess he's really good at the sword. So let's go to the town, and let's test out our powers. He can teleport. I know that for a fact. It's the last one? Yeah, no, it's the first one. Okay. So if you can just run around, but you have to be on the ground. So, and I believe it has cooldown time. Yeah. So if I was like, hey, Mr. Villager, you want to see a magic trick? Boom! You're dead! You're dead! I fooled you. And wherever you look is where you'll teleport. So I want to teleport to that block, you teleport on top of it. If I want to go over there, you can't. You can't go over there. If I want to go over there, you can teleport on top of that. If I want to go over there, you can teleport on top of that. So basically, wherever you look, you can teleport. Let's go home. So the next X-Man, we have Colossus, Tier 3. I'm guessing he's going to be super strong. Not as strong as the Hulk, but really strong. So immediately you get Strength 4 and Speed. So let's go to town with this mother trucker. Let's go. Alright, so I'm assuming one of them makes you turn metal. Yeah, that's the first one. So when you turn metal, you get might. Like, I don't know what that does still. Resistance 4 and fire resistance. That's pretty much all to be said about Colossus. He's not like, I mean, he's a cool guy. He's just not quite as interesting as everybody else. He can like turn into metal and stuff, but you know. Anyway, the next one, X-23. Comment below if you're watching this video and you're a huge Marvel fan. Who do you think is better, X-23 or Wolverine, and why? I mean, so you could argue Wolverine's the original, but you could also argue that, you know, X-23 was more trained or something. I don't know. She's newer. Okay, so right off the bat, you get speed, you get strength 4, step assist, jump boost 2, regeneration 5, not 5, it's 4, and resistance 3. Can't talk today. Test out the powers. I believe you can pull out. Yep, this is it brings out the claws. You can't really see it with my hand. It's not working right now. But usually they have a cool little animation here of the claws coming out. And once you do that, I believe you hit harder. I don't have damage indicators, but let's see. So you can. Okay, and then with the claws. Yeah, it's definitely stronger. So, yeah, you can pull your claws out and hit really hard and stuff like that. So, let's see. Do we have any... Other than having resistance and stuff like that, it doesn't look like we can really do anything other than pull our claws out and stuff like that. But it's still cool. It's still a very cool person. The next Avenger, we have the classic Wolverine. Awesome. He's just as awesome, if not more, than X-23. They're both pretty equally awesome. So once again, you pull your claws out and hit pretty hard. Yeah, speed, strength 4, step assist, jump boost 2, regeneration 4, and resistance 3. I want to say that's the same as X-23, but I'm not sure. We press G, nothing happens, and V, nothing happens. So it looks like he only has one power, and that is to retract and extend his claws. So anyway, the next X-Men, we have the one, the only, fourth wall breaking Wolverine. Or not Wolverine. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I even said that. Deadpool. And he has speed, haste 2, strength, step assist, jump boost 2, regeneration, and resistance 4. So this guy's pretty cool. He's got a freaking katana. You know they're cool when they have a katana. That's just one thing off the bat. Now, he can teleport. Yeah, he can teleport now. So that's like a thing that, of course, I knew he could do. So yeah, if you want to like get places quickly, you could just be like, tick, 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 tick. Yep. See, I'll race you to that house. You ready? Boom. Done. Super quick, man. He's probably one of the quickest. Like, I don't even know if there's a distance that he can't travel or something. Let's see. Can he travel all the way over there? No, he can't. But he can travel pretty dang far. It's definitely farther than Nightcrawler. So let's go back home. Wait, what other powers does he have? G doesn't do anything. V, it doesn't look like it does anything else, but he can teleport. And other than that, he's just freaking awesome. He's got a katana. What more needs to be said? And if you don't know who Deadpool is, then shame on you. A new movie coming out 2016. Awesome. I'm going to be watching it. I hope you all will too. And that's the end of the X-Men. So now for the Fantastic Four, one of my favorite groups of all time. I just want to put that out there real quick. And obviously we have the Human Torch first because fire is awesome, or whatever you want to call it. You catch on fire, and you can fly. You can freaking fly. And I feel like this is just the way cooler version of myself. Like, he has flight and resistance 2 when he's flight. Oh my god. He's so cool. If only I could be this cool. Alright, so G, you shoot fireballs. I wonder if they catch on fire or anything. No, it doesn't look like it. And then V does nothing. But you could throw fireballs and you can catch on fire and fly. That's alright for me. I'm good with that. It's pretty cool. To go to the next Fantastic Four member, which is the Thing. Super strong. Look like a big pile of turds. Let's go. Alright. To town. To save justice. What does that mean? The world may never know. Alright, so you have speed, strength, might, resistance 4, and fire resistance. Can we jump high or anything? No, we can't. That's not even cool. T, you do nothing. G, no. Okay, V. Alright, you don't. So he doesn't have any powers. He's just a big old rock. He hits hard. So now we have the Invisible Woman. Will we become invisible? That's a highly probable. Let's go to the town. Dun-dun. Alright. So now we press T. And we are invisible. Like, oh no, you do give off particles. But I think it's just from the strength 2. Oh no, you get invisibility too. But yeah, you have strength 2 and resistance 2 while you're invisible. And it's pretty hard to see. Alright, so if you press G, yep, she has the same things as Shadowcat. That's what I expected. Totally knew that was going to happen. So she can make little dust particles come under her feet and she can fly with them. It's actually her force field, but I feel better saying dust particles so I can make fun of things and make myself feel better in comparison. So we can turn invisible and do that. Okay. Yep, be careful. The next man, Mr. Fantastic. I'm curious what's going to go on with this one. This one's going to be interesting. Let's go to town. Does he have any superpowers? Long arms, I guess. He's got, yeah, his arms grew a little bit. So, yeah, no, his arms definitely grew. But, I mean, it would be more useful if he could grow them, like, much larger. But you can only grow them, like, half an inch longer. I guess his powers are to be able to get into a lot of amusement park rides. I don't know. So here we are as Miles Morales, and if you look at it, if you press T, you can still web shoot. If you press G, you can use your web slinging abilities, and I believe if you press V, you can turn invisible. Yep, so just like Miles Morales in the comic books. But yeah, other than that, all the other Spider-Men are pretty much the same. So let's just move on from this one. All right. Squirrel Girl, Daredevil, and Puck. I'm not even gonna bother with Squirrel Girl right now. I'm gonna go straight to Daredevil because Daredevil's cool. All right. So now, okay, that's cool. That's pretty cool. You get strength 2, you get step assist, you get jump boost 2, and resistance 2. And you can still read, but everything's it's kind of like different. Whoa, what? And you can grapple hook with. Oh my, this is amazing. So you can grapple hook with this Puck, I guess. Dang it, Puck! I didn't even want to go over him. He's all hairy and weird. All right, so speed. He's got strength 4, he's got jump boost 2, and he's got resistance 2. Let's go. I don't even want it. Why am I even showing my face in town? Puck, like, to be honest, I've read a lot of the comic book, or some of the comic books. I've looked at I owned the Marvel Encyclopedia for a while, and I loved looking at it and stuff like that. But I don't know who Puck is. I just came across him. He's really hairy. I don't even know. Like, seriously, what is he doing? Alright, press T, nothing happens. Press G, nothing happens. And you press V, once again, nothing happens. So let's go back home. Poor Squirrel Girl. Always left out of all the fun. But hey, she can be cool too. She's got speed 3, strength 4, step assist, jump boost, and resistance 2. Let's go to. That's the nope. She can climb up. She can climb up walls. That's already pretty cool. So if you're like, hey, I need to get up here and I don't have a ladder, I am a ladder now. She could jump. She doesn't take fall damage. That's awesome. So she can run up objects. She can jump off of them and not die because she's just Squirrel Girl. What powers does she have? She just doesn't look like she has. What? That's how you can equip your web shooter to. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool. All right, so you press V. Not that she doesn't really have any superpowers, but she can run up walls. She can jump. Hey, Squirrel Girl is all right with me. That concludes the Project Superhuman mod showcase. This has been one of the coolest mods that I've messed around with for a showcase. I haven't really done showcases on this one, but I've tried. I've gotten stuff set up. And then I either chose mods that were way too big and way too difficult, or I chose like really tiny, not cool mods. But this one was just enough. It had just enough of like, or I don't know. It's not. This isn't even the end of the mod. There's awesome stuff that you can look at. So stay tuned for the DC part of this and everything else. I'll probably include everything else with DC, just because I'll go over it really quickly because I don't really know much of the backstory behind them other than like the main superheroes like Superman, Batman. I know a tiny bit about Green Lantern. Just the main ones like Wonder Woman, Aquaman, I guess. So yeah. But thank you all for watching this mod showcase of Project Superhuman. Like I said, stay tuned, like, subscribe, and see ya.